Hello everyone, welcome back to my round 4 game in the KWCC Summer Quick, which I played yesterday over the board. This was a CFC rated event, and again, my CFC rating, there are two possible CFC ratings for this tournament. Either my USCF over the board tournament, which I told the directors about, which is 1872, or my actual CFC rapid rating, which is 1110. That's because I haven't played a CFC event in quite a while. My last one was the beginning of 2020, right before the pandemic. And so in this round, I got paired with a 2061. I'm playing the white pieces, and let's take a look what happened in the game. Keep in mind, I am 3 out of 3 in this tournament so far, so I'm actually playing on board 3. So d4. My opponent actually goes into Queen's Gambit accepted. Just some opening moves. And here, in fact, is the moment where I actually make a mistake. Here, I play the move knight to c3, which was, honestly speaking, this mistake is quite disappointing in my opinion. I really shouldn't have missed this, although for some reason I really didn't see this at all. It actually took me a couple minutes to process this after my opponent played the move. Here, the best move in this position is actually just coming back with the knight back to f3, and after castles, and then b3, bishop b2, knight c3 or knight d2, the game just goes on. Instead, here in this position, I play the move knight to c3. This actually gives black an advantage here, just a slight one. The idea here my opponent played is bishop takes h2, winning a pawn. After king takes h2, there is queen to c7, forking my king and the bishop, and my opponent would be up a pawn. Here I was just a bit shocked that I actually somehow managed to blunder this type of blunder a pawn away, just give away a clean pawn, and somehow not even notice that even happened. After king to g1, I was just a bit shell-shocked, and after a couple more moves, here I'm just completely lost already. Here, after just a couple more moves, I actually resigned. Honestly speaking, this wasn't a great game. Quite disappointing in my opinion. Lost in a total of 19 moves. Was really prepared to have a great battle against my opponent, who is 2061, and hoping to show my true strength, but wasn't able to do that. Quite disappointing in my opinion. I should have seen that this bishop on c4 was a bit loose, and that there was looming queen c7 teaming up with the bishop on this diagonal ideas, as well as hitting the bishop. Which is why knight f3 was the best move, because this actually protects h2, because now if bishop takes h2, then knight takes h2, for example, and I'm completely winning because I'm up a piece. There is no queen c7, not queen b7. There is no queen c7, because then I can simply play a move like b3, for example, protect my bishop, and my king's not here to take advantage of the fact that there is a potential fork idea. Honestly speaking, this game, like I mentioned, quite disappointing. So basically for this game, afterwards I just didn't really recover. I'll go through it again. And then here I play queen f3 to try to get active, maybe put some pressure here. Queen g3 to swing over to maybe attack these pawns somehow. Castles, bishop d2. I try to play like rook c1, rook d1. Maybe get my open files quickly, because keep in mind my opponent is a bit behind in development. Knight f5. Here, and again, I completely just hallucinate bishop to g4. Skewering my queen and my rook. I try something a bit tricky, bishop e1. Idea is if you play bishop takes f3, rook takes d3, and I'm only still down a pawn, and there maybe are still some chances for me in this position. Keep in mind I'm still attacking this bishop two ways, so I can maybe double up, maybe get some active counterplay. But here, credit to my opponent, finds the really nice move, queen takes on d1. Looks like it sacrifices a queen, but keep in mind my queen is under fire as well. After a move like rook takes d1, which I played in the game, bishop takes on f3, after knight takes on f3, and my opponent simply played rook f to d8. And here I simply just resign. There's nothing here. If I move my rook somewhere else, then my opponent gets control of the open file. If I trade, that's equally terrible. This bishop's never getting out once I bring my... And then there's also e4. So this position is just completely lost. So quite a disappointing way to play against a 2061. So now I know the correct move, which is knight f3. But to me, I mean, every loss is some experience, which is still good. So now I know what the correct move in this position is, which is what I gained out of this game. So now I'm 3 out of 4. Chances for me to maybe get first or second are a bit they're really slim now, keeping in mind that there are a couple of people who were still undefeated out 4 out of 4. And yeah, a bit of a shorter recap, but that's how some games go. So we'll see you guys in the round 5 game recap, and hopefully I can go 4 out of 5. Thanks for watching, and see you there.